Okay, welcome back everyone. This is episode 4 of my F125 My Team career mode. This episode,
Fantastic news. One of our parts is now developed. After completing a single part, it will be ready for fitting. We can select which car to install it on. Parts that have been dual developed will automatically be fitted to both cars. Head over to engineering and the assign upgrades screen so you can take a look.
yeah, I'll do that in a second, Matisse. But yeah,
You've
as
earned a
I was
training
saying,
point.
okay.
Performing your duties as an owner will earn you more training points that can be used to purchase training courses like these here, helping you to develop your skills and become a more effective leader. When you purchase one, you'll then need to schedule time in the activities screen to attend the course and gain the benefit from it. There are 3 different areas of training that you can pursue, and where you choose to focus your efforts will determine what kind of leader you are, represented by your specialization. Why don't we spend that training point now, and then go to schedule the course?
Okay, right. So, yeah, we gotta own a training point thing. We haven't got one of these yet. So far we picked the CFO kind of corporate background as our thing, right? Which was an increase in income. So, like, that was our starting base thing. So, the options we have if we want to continue in the corporate kind of skill tree is essentially what it is. We can increase the weekly resource points income by 25% while spending 85 to 100% of the cost cap. Okay. Social media strategist, it's received 10% more fan rating from your team stats whilst your corporate workforce is working at 90% capacity or above. Now, our corporate workforce, I mean, we haven't laid anyone off in any department yet. So that's basically just increase our fan rating. The other one, relationship builder, is increases speed at which you build loyalty with your title sponsor. That one I don't think I'm that attached to, or that like don't want to do that much. Personnel focus, reduce the time to build facility improvements by 10%. That could actually be really good because facility improvements take quite a long time to get built. Or we could increase the weekly resource points by 10%. I think I want to do this one. So I'm going to do this. So unlock training. So now we go to activities and then... I mean, it said it was in personnel, right? So do we have... Oh, maybe not. Oh, is it in... It's probably an owner, right? It is, yeah. So, I mean, I could... So we got this one at the moment, which is department focus, which is just increase the morale of the aero department. I'm going to take this out. That was... well, it was this one, I think. But I'm going to put this one in. Now, we won't be able to do anything else, right? Because they're all 4 or 5 days long, so we won't be able to. But that's... Wait. That's... Wait, I didn't... Personnel focus. Okay, right. It said that it was going to increase, it said that it would increase, signing or something? I don't know. But that wasn't. I will go to development first. The floor stiffening trays have been developed. So we can now actually do one of these. These will come in before Japan as well. So we'll have that. We'll be able to put that on one of the cars. We haven't got anything else we can do yet. We have got things being researched at the moment. In aero we got the beam wing. Chassis we have a plank and then some spark plugs and then a gearbox improvement for the durability side. And then assign upgrades. Now I was thinking... Oh. Oh, I wonder... the stays, that was what we just got, right? Oh, okay, right. So yeah, Colapinto must have had one already. And oh right, yeah, that makes sense. Once you develop both parts, then it automatically goes to the driver that doesn't have it. So yeah, I guess that makes sense actually. But yeah, we just keep going through. We got a couple of things. We got some activities that we need to go through. Some research has just been completed. If I go... So have we done that yet, or when is that gonna happen? Oh, soon. So it was 29 and 30, so that should be done relatively quickly. So I think it was the chassis. So the plank has been completed for the research side. We do have 2,000 R&D points. I'm going to do this cable assembly. This is a lot cheaper. So I'm going to do this one. It is kind of annoying though that we can only do one at a time. So that is quite annoying. Why is there still an exclamation point? Can I do something else maybe that I didn't? Oh, okay. So we're done researching that one then. So I could put some points into durability for the ICE or turbo. I think I might do the ICE. Because I feel like obviously your ICE is basically the main part of the engine. So that should help with that kind of area. The plank is done. We can develop one of these. This will come in for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, so not in time for Japan. We'll also be able to do one of the gearbox things. That'll be the same deal, so not in time for Japan. And I think, actually, I will check the facility improvements. That's still going. So the personnel one that we did, which was driver psychologist. So that's been completed now. Our driver's focus is less impacted by negative events and more impacted by positive events. Which, I mean, that will be great. Now, I was looking as well before I started the episode. Which, I think it was this one. Contractor management allows you to build two facility improvements at the same time in the engineering facility. So once this, so I'm going to purchase this at the moment. But yeah, once this comes in, then I'll be able to have two of these things going at the same time. Obviously, we got on-track instrumentation, which is an extra 20 resource points every time we complete a practice program. That finishes in a couple of days. But I was thinking, we have these kind of like extra expansion things for our. We got research and development. We also got breakthroughs, which is a new tier of upgrades in the research sector. So I mean that could be good, but we have to wait until the other one's done anyway on that. Now the training thing should... as our spark plugs got delayed. That's not good. Right, well, if we go to the owner training, that should have been... Okay, yes, this has been done. So now, yeah, the time to build facility improvements is reduced by 10%. Which, that will be very good, because they take quite a long time. On-track instrumentation is up to level 2. That was the one that we just purchased. Facility improvements. So yeah, I'll go back to... There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, we have a couple. We could do instrumentation again. That takes 2 weeks, so 14 days. But I think I'm gonna do one of these things for extra... not extra levels of like items for aero and chassis and stuff. I think the way to go is probably research and development. So research allows you to research 2 projects at a time instead of just the one. But I think development is going to be better because when you research them, you get two of them. Obviously, one for each car, but at the moment we can only do 1 per car. So I think I'm going to do the development one because it allows me to develop 2 upgrades at the same time. It's just whether I want it in aero, chassis, powertrain, or durability. I think durability I will leave to last. And I'm thinking aero or chassis. I think I might do aero at the moment because I feel like we have more aero parts ready to be developed than the chassis one. So, I mean, I wish we had this, but it's still about 24, so about 3 weeks out. And the research felt, or was it? Oh, that was development. It said the research failed? I could have sworn it said something failed. Research has been delayed for the beam wing. And this... Oh, okay. So they don't actually fail. It still keeps going, but they just get pushed back. Right, okay. Okay. And then development, we can't do anything, I don't think. No, and then, yeah, nothing to assign as of yet. We've got a beam wing. Piston's development failed.
Potential in us and wants to explore a partnership.
Oh, a sponsor. A secondary sponsor has been discovered. Orvine? I don't know how you'd say that. Okay, so that's another title sponsor we could add to the car. What got delayed? Okay, so the beam wing's done. What was it? Was it the cables, maybe? Yeah, hold on. Actually, we can find out. It was... Spark plugs are... Oh, no, it was the development that failed. Okay. Well, first, I think... So we can't do anything in any of these other sections. So we can do drag reduction or front downforce. I think I'm gonna do drag reduction, honestly. Make us a bit faster on the straights. And then we should be able to go to development. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. We have 3 things ready to go in our development section for our aero. So I feel like the aero decision was the right one there. Pistons failed, so we'll do that again. Unfortunately, we won't have one of those on the car for Japan. And then nothing's come through yet, no. I guess we still have to wait. I might... Oh, personnel. Oh, this happened ages ago. Was it personnel or... No, it was here. In this one, if we go to the decal editor, where would I put this new sponsor, I wonder? Because we have to wait till fan rating 2 to get a lot of these slots. I mean, hold on. If I go here, right, this one, that's the new one we got. We've got 2 Serens, we've got 2 Boletzis, those are on either side of the front wing. Seren, we've got one on the rear wing and like the nose area. We have got 3 U-turp ones. That's on the top of the halo. I'm thinking I might actually swap out some of the Evolo ones. Right, because we got Evolo on the... See, that's the other UTEP one. We've got Evolo on the mirrors, and we also have them here on this, on the side of the nose. So I might... Yeah, I'm going to swap these ones out for our new sponsor. Put it in black. It doesn't actually, like, you can't really see it. Hold on, I'm going to switch these back to Evolo. Make them in black so you can actually see it. And then if we go to the mirrors, because I feel like you'd be able to see these more, right? A little bit. Obviously we got the alternate sponsors. I'm going to be honest, I actually don't really like the look of it. So I'm going to leave it off. I get that it's like you get your extra sponsors so you can add more money if you want to, but we don't have any other slots, so it'd really just be doing something different.
Hey, Chief. We have a part or two ready for development because they finished research. Let's get that in motion, shall we? Head to engineering for more info.
So yeah, one of our front wing adjuster brackets got finished, so we'll put that on one of the cars before we go to Japan. Now we have the chance to either do a beam wing or the other adjuster bracket. Actually, what I might do, how long is this going to take? 9 days. So I'll be able to do that after this race weekend. How long are these going to take? This takes 9 days exactly. And this also takes 9 days. Okay. So yeah, so whichever one I pick, I won't be able to do the other one before Saudi. I think, honestly, I'm just going to do the other adjuster bracket. That way we can get those out of the way, and we'll have them on both cars, but we only have one at the moment. Now, I do drive as Correa, so I'm thinking I put this on to Colapinto's car. That way, you know, he has a little bit better of a car. Right, not by much, but by a slight margin. That way, hopefully, he can actually perform well. And then, for me as the driver, I can kind of just wrestle the car into higher positions. I will say, from the end of the last episode, I have upped the difficulty level to 95. Now, obviously, you know, sometimes you might just have a really good weekend, or like your car just really suits that circuit. But I mean, we got P5 in the main race, and we got 5th as well in the sprint. Is that right? No, I thought we got 3rd in the sprint, did we not? I don't know, it's really important. But we got 16 points in one race weekend. And for what is the worst team on paper, right, if you look at this R&D chart thing, we are nowhere close to anyone else. And we were finishing quite high. We were finishing above Ferraris and a Red Bull. And we were battling Max Verstappen as well in the last episode. So I feel like it was just a little bit too easy. But we'll see.
A warm welcome, everybody, from a venue that has seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Remember, Verstappen in 23, Vettel in 2019. Some phenomenal pole laps. But whose will it be today?
Okay, so here on Saturday for Japanese Grand Prix qualifying, we'll have to see whether this new like 95 rating for the the difficulty. There we go, I couldn't think of the word for some reason. Is actually good for where this car is on the grid, but we'll go out for our first flying lap. This is this one of the new LiDAR tracks, I think? Because I remember like hearing about it when the game came out, or was coming out, right? I know Miami is, and so was Australia as well, right? Because of like something with the cherry blossoms through the S's or something like that. Now, I'll be honest, oh no, go a bit wide there. I'm going to be focusing more on the track than the scenery. Although I can see them in my peripheral vision up there. Although, I'm sure for you guys, as the viewers, you can obviously look at more than what I can at the moment. I have to admit, I haven't driven Japan in a long while. So, oh no, that wasn't good. So I will probably have to, you know, get my bearings a little bit. As, I mean, it feels really empty. Especially these walls on the left. I feel like I remember there being like a bunch of trees just everywhere. Maybe it was because Japan used to be at a different time in the season, right? It was a little bit earlier, was it, or later? I can't remember. Hopefully we get a good exit at 130R. It's flat out through there, so it's not usually that hard. Into the final chicane. 2 green sectors so far, although they're probably going to be green regardless.
We've dropped to P11.
P7, we're going to 133.2 is our time for our first lap. Not too bad, we were above some people. Obviously, like I said, we are in the worst car in the grid. Colapinto has gone quicker than us. Which technically he should be, because he has now a better car and he is a better driver. Like in terms of the ratings. But I mean, we'll see where we are after everyone's done their laps, which now they have. So we're in 18th, above of Kimi. He really hasn't been doing that well this year. Obviously he's still a rookie in this save file, as he is in real life. But yeah, still a rookie at this point. So maybe just get into grips with the Mercedes a little bit. And then Behrman, Doohan, and Hadjar are behind us. Stroll, Bortoletto, Ocon are in between myself and Colapinto. Anyone really? Pierre Gasly's in P4. Right, okay. We are almost, what were we? Yeah, 3.2 off Verstappen, who's in first. We are going to go out for another lap. Do I want to go out on... Because I think I might have time to do 2 laps if I want to. But if we make it into Q2, then we have no new sets of tyres. So I think I might just fast forward. And we'll see. Go about now, probably. Around that 4-minute mark. Hopefully we don't come out in too much traffic. There's a car behind us, but it's Sauber and it's a long while back. Sauber had an amazing race today, actually. I'm recording this, obviously for me, with my schedule, I do a lot of bulk recordings. Right, so at this point, only episode 1 has actually come out of this series so far. And yeah, the Spanish Grand Prix was on today. Sauber, I mean, in general, had a great race, but especially Nico Hülkenberg. And I mean, Max at the end of that, the entire.
There's 2 minutes left in this session, and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
I'm working on it, Mark. Oh yeah, the entire. This probably isn't the right time to be doing story time, but. Oh, okay, didn't go on the grass there, luckily. We are up 5 tenths already.
and we've dropped to P18.
Mark, shush, I'm trying to concentrate. Okay. Yeah, the entire, like, last stint after that safety car in the Spanish Grand Prix was just absolute chaos. With Max Verstappen being put on hards, that was a shock. Apparently it was the only set of tyres they had left, though. So I guess that makes sense, but he just fell down the order, and then that contact he had with Russell, I mean, it was just insane to watch, really. As we've gained almost a second as we go through Spoon Curve. I mean, as long as we finish this lap, it'll be good. But yeah, Nico ended up, he was P7 on track, I think. And then with, not Hamilton's, he overtook Hamilton, which was another surprise, with Verstappen's penalty, as we're going to go through the final corner. Gain over a second up to P13. Okay. Now the question is that going to be enough to get us through? But yeah, the 10-second penalty for Max that he had with his collision with Russell boosted Hulkenberg up into P6, I think. Or was it P5? It was, I can't remember, but it was a great day for Sauber in general. Now our question here is, are we going to make it through to Q2? We will, P14. And Franco Colapinto made it through as well. So that's great for the team then. Who got knocked out? Stroll, Hadjar, Hulkenberg, funnily enough. Behrman, Bortoletto, and Doohan all got knocked out as well. I will say, Hulkenberg's been actually doing really well in this save that I have. I mean, to be fair, he didn't actually do great in the race in China. Oh, and we've got a fault straight away.
Okay, we seem to be having a few software issues at the moment. Sit tight for a few minutes while we reboot some things, okay?
Okay, sure. Well, luckily for me, I can just press skip repair time. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll go out on a set of used, and then we'll go out on our new set of tyres, which is like I had it, how I like to do it anyway. So we'll go out, yeah, but, oh, what was I saying? Yeah, especially like with the Spanish Grand Prix, that front wing
down to P12
regulation thing that they tried to, that the FIA enforced, and everyone was thinking McLaren could have been worse. McLaren were just better. Oscar was on pole by what, like 2 or 3 tenths? But anyway, by the time this is out, that is probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point. But we got to focus on our lap now. Oh, that wasn't a great turn 1. I mean, at least we didn't absolutely fly into the barriers like Jack Doohan did during practice at Japan. Making our way through the S's. Oh, no. Okay, we went wide there. I knew it as soon as we went out of the exit there. Luckily, this is just a scrub set of tyres. It's more of a banker lap than anything. Oh, got on the curb there. That wasn't good. Up and around the hairpin. In the past, I have had some trouble with the S's here in Suzuka. But like I said, it has been a while since I've actually driven Japan. So probably just getting, back into the swing of things. Trying to, get used to the track again. Get used to this car again. It's been about a week since I've actually done any recording. Oh, went onto the grass there. That's not good. But yeah, been about a week since I've actually done any recording on this game. As we're going to cross the line, I would imagine, yeah, P16. Especially with going wide on the exit of the S's there, so that definitely didn't help us. I'll strap on the new set. How far off we are? I mean, we're a second off Colapinto, and we're over 2 seconds away from Carlos Sainz in P10. I'll fast forward a little bit, and we'll go out again. I doubt we'll make it to Q3, but I mean, we're gonna try. I do think I like this this difficulty level I have it on now, though. I feel like this is a good benchmark for what our car is.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
Yeah, well, the session's not over yet, Mark, okay? I mean, already we've gained time purely just because of having better tyres. Oh, that wasn't great. Messed that up a little bit into turn 1. I mean, we're going to gain the most amount of time off the exit of this corner. Oh no, it wasn't that one, it was the next one. The next exit. As long as we don't put it in the grass again. Fuck's sake! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We still gained time though. We've already gained a second.
2 minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here. Or
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What on earth is going on? I need to focus. Hold on. We went wide on the, oh, not wide, but a bit too deep on the hairpin. We still gained some time. I honestly might just go for 2 straight, and I still might gain some time, as long as I don't mess it up on the S's again. I was fine through Q1, but I don't know, it's just been odd in Q2. I mean, we've gained about a second. Like, just imagine how much more time we would have gained had I not made those errors there. Nail the chicane. We are going to gain about a second on this lap. That's up to P14. We are ahead of Colapinto, but he's on a lap as well. And yeah, like I said, I'm just going again. I know that obviously we won't have as much like battery and stuff like that, but I don't know, I'll see. I'll see if that's enough, like how much time we lost on here, if that'll be enough to do any improvements. Okay, we didn't go wide there. We're into the green on the Delta. Didn't go wide there either. We're up by 3/10 now. 6/10 now. If I can nail this. There, good enough. We're back down to P16. We're starting to lose time now, I think, because we've started to run out of fuel as well. That's the other thing about doing 2 consecutive laps, if you haven't fueled up for 2 consecutive laps. Yeah, I think we could have gained about 2 seconds if I hadn't messed those up, but we should gain some time here, as long as we can hit the chicane. Oh no, that wasn't good. We're going to gain about 4/10 probably. Yeah, 4/10. We were in P16. We got to go to P15. Okay. So we did gain a place, all things considered. But yeah, if we hadn't messed up on that that second lap rather, the first of those straight, like those 2 straight ones, I mean, who knows how high up we could have been. I doubt we would have made it into the top 10, as Kimi actually ends up getting to P8. P8 Gasly's up to P7. But we are a 10th off of Colapinto. Not a little bit under a 10th, but round about that. So yeah, I do think that the difficulty level is at a good spot now.
No fewer than 12 world champions have been crowned at Suzuka, but who will be tasting glory today at the checkered flag? We're approaching lights out, and we can't wait for the Japanese Grand Prix. A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit. and the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out for overtakes into the final chicane. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Tsunoda, Piastri, Charles Leclerc, and Hamilton, Russell, Antonelli, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, and Colapinto, Correa, Lawson, Lance Stroll, and Isaac Hadjar, Hulkenberg, Behrman, Bortoletto, and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson, glorious Suzuka. It's a bit like Silverstone, an iconic track for which we couldn't have an F1 season without it. And so much for the drivers to think about around here.
Absolutely, Crofty. The only figure of 8 circuit that we have on the calendar, and you kind of wonder, why don't we have more? Because it's such a good format. The drivers love this track. It's got a great flow to it, a fantastic circuit. Not the best for overtaking, but my goodness, from inside the car, it's a real treat for the drivers.
Okay, a points finish might be difficult today, but just give it your best shot.
Well, I'm going to try, Mark. That's obviously what you aim for. He's looking to be a 2-stop either way today. Now, we don't have any new sets of softs, right? So, my thinking is go 10-10-7. What is, as we go into the race director here, what is everyone else on? So mediums for Verstappen, hards for a lot of the other guys in the top 3. Charles is on a set of softs. Lawson's on softs, so is Hadjar. A lot of people are on mediums or hards. Why does it say I'm on hards? Those are hards on the bottom one selected. I think we go soft, medium, medium. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, but I think we do 7 and then 10-10. Because I feel like, obviously, on a used set of softs, it's not going to go, like, as long as a new one. So I feel like we do that. And then lean on the newer medium tires more, because obviously we have our one that is saved for the race by itself, and then we have that extra one that we could have used in qualifying if we wanted to, but didn't, obviously. I feel like 29 laps of fuel should be fine. But yeah, I mean, nothing left to do except to go on the formation lap. I will say we have been getting good starts in every one of our races so far. As we go off on this formation lap. How used are these used? Oh, I can't see the thing. Okay. I was going to find the like that wear section on the what's called MFD, I think it is. But we'll see. Obviously, you know, if we can get a good start around here. I mean, like Anthony Davidson said in that intro thing, it can be quite difficult to overtake here. But I feel like especially down the main straight and even 130R into that chicane, you can do it. It's just, it can be difficult at times.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
Oh yeah, it does look like a fully dry race, which should be good. I didn't mention that either. I will say as well, I was editing the first couple of videos the other day, and there is no like music in any of the things, whether it's the actual main like hub area of when you're, you know, in between races, right, like where we start every episode, or whether it's even just like in the race intros. So I've had to play around with some settings and stuff, see if that made any difference before I recorded this episode. Obviously I won't know until I actually go to edit this, but if not, I do apologize for that. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with that, or why that might be happening. Maybe it's just like a setting that the game has, or that like my PlayStation has, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So if that is still the case, I do apologize for that, because as I was editing and watching some of the race intros with like Crofty speaking and whatnot, it was really odd and dull, to say the least. Oh,
Decent
fuck.
parking. Let's try and get a good launch as the lights go out.
I tried to go a bit further, but I pressed the brakes too early. Although lights are on now. And we're underway. A great start for us. Colapinto had a pretty good start as well. Oh, we're just weaving through. Already up into P10 now. No, oh, no. Fuck's sake. We crashed into the back of Gasly.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Mate, well that's not going to help me if I can't actually drive with a front wing. I'm hoping it's just the end plate, because I can manage that until we get to our pit stops, kind of like in Australia. But in Australia, we had the understeer. I don't know what happened to Gasly.
Don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look, I've put a new strategy option
that's
for
not
you
good.
in the MFD, so go and have a look.
A 3-stop? You really want to do a 3-stop now? I was thinking... Oh, fuck, we didn't brake in time. I was thinking we go onto a set of hards, take them as long as we can, and then go into mediums, honestly. That was my thought. Oh, no, we have to box. This is ridiculous. Oh, no, okay. I am gonna... Hold on.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I'm gonna box, but I'm gonna go... Actually, no, we will go on to a set of... Shit, I don't want to crash into anyone, especially not our teammate. So I'm gonna let him by. We had to let Lawson and... Oh, fuck's sake, what on earth happened there? Science locked up, and then the other two just stopped as well. Lawson's in as well now.
Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one.
Yeah, I am. We're at the start. I didn't know we were going to be at the start of the pit lane.
Right,
Okay.
let's go, come on. Perfect.
So, yeah, we
solve
put
for
on a
you
set
and
of
the crew
mediums
there,
now.
mate. We're delighted with that.
Where's Lawson? He's literally right behind us. But yeah, we're going to get on a set of hards next. Because I want to see if I can still make this 2-stop
Okay,
work.
2 stops left
Or not.
now, 2 stops.
Well, hopefully only 1 stop, Mark. I mean, we're 25 seconds behind the rest of them.
Okay, DRS is now available.
It's going to be a long stint till we actually see anyone else. Okay, so we're on lap 9 now. Some people have started coming in now. Both, I think that's Bortoletto, Colapinto, and then I think it was Jack Doohan. All came in for their stops. Lawson has passed us, as I'm sure you can figure out from both the timing ladder and the fact that he's nowhere near me on the map, or on track either. Yeah, he ended up passing us like 2 laps after we pitted on the main straight, and I basically just let him go because he's in a much quicker car. Yes, he is on hards, right? So obviously, like, you know, that race tire might not be as quick, but it obviously like warmed up to the right temperature pretty quick. And I mean, at this point, yeah, he's gapped 4 seconds to us. Hadjar did come in as well, but he came out ahead of Lawson, so there was no point ever fighting him. But my plan is at the moment, right, I'm gonna try and see if I can still manage a 2-stop. We have come out ahead of Colapinto, Bortolotto, and Doohan. Colapinto was definitely ahead of us when we had to come in. I think we were ahead of both Bortolotto and Doohan though. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can still make, as Strollers in as well. He's, as is Gasly. And I think that's Gasly just straight up ahead actually. Yeah, my plan is to try and make a 2-stop work. I would imagine Gasly's probably just gonna run away from us though, because he's gotten fresher tyres and a better car. So I don't think we're even going to be able to keep up with him. But yeah, as I've been trying to say for ages now, my plan is to go pit on lap...
Car ahead's coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Pit on lap 13 for a set of hards, and then just try and take that 14 laps to the end of the race. I was thinking maybe go to like 14 or 15 on this medium, but I mean, if you look at the wear on those tyres on the bottom right, I've been going for about 10 laps now, and they're already close to 50%, the front ones at least. As Yuki Tsunoda has the fastest lap of the Grand Prix at his home race as well. Oh, Stroll's right behind us, I didn't even notice that.
Pit now, pit now.
We're not pitting now, Mark. I think the system essentially is still thinking that we're doing our soft to medium strategy that we were originally going to do, but obviously not doing that anymore.
10.0 seconds.
As Stroll is trying to go up on the outside of us, we're going to block him off. We managed to jump both Behrman and Alonso in the pits as well. So we might actually be okay in terms of positioning. But our tyres are really, I mean, yeah, Gasly's already, oh no. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I looked up for a second to look at the timing ladder. Yeah, Gasly has already, well now it's closer to 4 seconds. Stroll's now gotten past us. I don't think that I can take hards 15. I feel more comfortable about taking them 14 laps rather than 15 laps. I know it's only a 1 lap difference, but still, I don't think that we should come in now. I think I'm going to come in next lap. And then, as Colapinto's actually been passed by Bortolotto, yeah, I think we'll come in next lap,
and gap to the car in front.
Try to take the hards all the way to the end.
Seconds.
Okay, so we are on,
Franco's in the
well, lap
pits.
20 now.
Franco is in the pits.
So a couple of people made their stops, right? Doohan, Colapinto, and then I think Alonso as well was in. We are up to P18. Now, Hadjar is just ahead of us. He came in a little bit early, well, a couple of laps ago now. He's only about 2 seconds down the road. So, and we have been catching him, not quickly, but slowly, over these past couple of laps. Colapinto, he...
Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on a soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
Okay, well, they're 7 seconds down the road. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, the cars in front of us, right? Stroll, Hadjar, and then Lawson is in front of Stroll. They were being held up by Colapinto a little bit. Now, whether he did that purposefully or if he was just a lot slower than them. Because he is now down in last place. Right, he started in P14, he started ahead of me.
So, all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0.
Well, that's not good.
Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
I mean, yeah, they look fine. I would hope that we don't have to pit here. But we should be on for a decent result, right? There's still a bunch of people that are going to have to come in. Bearman's in now. Is anyone else in the pits, or is it just... Okay, it was just Bearman.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Well, actually, Gasly was in as well, but he's in front of Hadjar. But yeah, P17 now. This is probably... I mean, I would say our highest finishing position is probably going to be 15th, right, where Gasly is. We'll have to wait and see.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.9 seconds.
We are still catching Hadjar though. I doubt we're going to finish in the points. That's something I really don't think will happen this race. If we didn't have to, you know, have that whole thing with our front wing, I think we had a chance. But obviously, with the way the first lap went, we had to pivot, change strategies. Now there's also the thing of our tyres. Oh, as Bearman is 2.5 seconds behind me. Doohan was 7 seconds behind me on the start of this lap, I'm pretty sure. Or was it last lap? No, it would have been last lap. Yeah, so there's also the thought of there's about, what is it? It's going to be 6 laps to go now after this. Yeah, 6 laps to go now. Our tyres are, I mean, they're worn, not ridiculously. Our ICE is at 60%, so that won't help us either. So yeah, there is the caveat of my tyres could just go off, and I could end up falling backwards. We're actually not going to catch Gasly, especially on the softs that he's on. He's already 5 seconds down the road. So we're not going to catch him. Who knows if we're actually going to be able to get close to Hadjar. It's probably just going to be a game of defending against everyone else behind us, because Bearman is now half a second behind. I mean, yeah, Bearman is right behind us. Oh, he's... okay. Is he going to try and overtake me? I don't know. On the outside of 130R, he can't get the move done though. I thought he might have tried something into that chicane, but he didn't do that either. I will say, one thing I have noticed is the cars a lot of the time, they'll get so close to you, but then instead of, as Bearman... Honestly, I think I just have to let him through. He's in a car on quicker tyres. So, yeah, he's just gone straight past us, and there's not really much we can do. What was I saying? Yeah, the cars, sometimes they'll, like, get so close to you, but they won't try and overtake you. They'll just sit right on your bumper. Obviously, I mean, I know these cars don't have bumpers, but, like, you get my drift, right? So that does happen. But they have improved the, like, the AI racing and logic and stuff quite a lot. So, I mean, it is good to see. Even with the AI mistakes, like, I know that on the first lap when Sainz locked up and caused both me and Lawson to have to pit, it was obviously kind of annoying, although I was probably going to pit anyway. It is good to see that the AI do make mistakes from time to time, right? They're not so perfect and accurate all the time anymore. As we look up ahead,
The car ahead, 1.7 seconds.
I thought Bearman was going to make a move on Hadjar through 130R there, but he didn't. He looked like he thought about it. I mean, didn't end up doing it. I would imagine he's going to get the move done on this straight. Pulls out to the right. I mean, Hadjar tried to defend it, but there wasn't much he could do. kind of like with us, there wasn't really much. I mean, I didn't really try to do anything, to be fair, but I couldn't really do anything anyway. As now, the next car behind us is Jack Doohan. He's a little bit over a second behind us now. And then Bortoletto is about a second and a half behind him. So yeah, I do really think it's just going to be a game of trying to hold as many positions as possible with about 3.5 laps left. This weekend in general, I don't think is going to end up going very well for us, because there is a world where I get overtaken by all three of these guys, and then both myself and Colapinto finish in 21st and 22nd. Right, because he's down in last place. Because it's Doohan, Bortoletto, and then I think that's Alonso behind. Colapinto's about to be lapped, but I think that was Verstappen, if you saw that on the mini-map down there a little bit ago. But yeah, Colapinto, he qualified in P14 and he's just gone down the order. I thought, like, once I saw that he actually, well, first...
He's dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying, okay? Mark, calm down. Yeah, once I saw that he made it into Q2, I was like, oh, maybe Colapinto's having a bit of a turnaround. Maybe he's actually finding his footing with the car. But now he's just gone backwards in this race. Again, I mean, I said this at the very start of the series in general, like, right, of this first season. If he had a good season, then there's always the possibility of re-signing him for next season. But he just hasn't performed well at all. We'll have to see how the contracts and all that work in this, because I would imagine, well, I mean, they would be, right? Because we've already established driver talks with Hadjar and Ocon, I think it was. So we're going to have to see how the contract systems work as well. But that is for another day. At the moment, we have to try and defend against Doohan. The sky's starting to look a bit overcast now, actually. I mean, there's only a couple of laps left, right? After we cross the finish line, there'll be 2 more laps. But yeah, it's starting to look a bit overcast. I would imagine, as Doohan is going to try... We asked Mark about a weather report, he didn't respond. Doohan is right behind us now, though. Bortoletto is a second behind him. So I'd imagine that Bortoletto and Alonso are going to join this 4-way fight for P18. It's not really worth anything, but, you know, pride. That's what it's worth. Pride. It's not for points, it's for pride. Still a word that starts with P. We'll look at it that way. Although, with that said, I think we are going to lose out. Because they're all on softs. They're all in quicker cars, especially Alonso. I'm shocked Alonso's back here in an Aston Martin. Obviously, in real life, they're not, like, amazing, but they're not this bad. Well, depends who's driving, actually. Right, because if you got Alonso, he scored points today as well, actually, in Spain. His first points of the season. Well, actually, speaking of Alonso, he's actually dropped back a bit from Bortoletto and Doohan. Now, both of those guys will have DRS down this main straight, which is going to be on the final lap of the race. Yeah, Hadjar's 2 seconds ahead. We're not going to catch him. Behrman, definitely not. He's 5 seconds down the road.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 0.0 seconds.
Trying to move over to the right. Oh, I made a bit of contact there with Jack. I heard it. I left him enough space, I think. As Max is going to win the Grand Prix. He was that far ahead. My. We only just made it to turn 1 when Max had finished the race. Now, there wasn't many other places that Jack even tried to overtake me. So I think as long as we don't make any mistakes, which we probably will now because I've said it, we should be fine to come home in P18. Which obviously isn't great, but again, we're fighting for pride, not points. Actually, we've gapped Doohan now. He's 1.5 seconds behind us. Has the soft maybe started to fall off a little bit? I mean, these guys went, what, 9-10 laps on those softs. Maybe Jack made a mistake as well. But yeah, they're too far behind to catch us. We're not going to catch Hadjar unless he makes a mistake. We should come home for a somewhat comfortable P18. So yeah, not the race weekend we wanted, obviously, but at least we still finished the race, and not in last. Again, I do think if we hadn't made that mistake in turn 1, now the thing is, say if we didn't, we still might have gotten caught up in that lockup.
In the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen.
Oh, that's horrible,
takes
Crofty.
victory.
But yeah, I mean, like Max says, you can't play the if game, you know.
By this driver. They led from lights
Yuki
out
got a
to the
podium
flag
as
at
well
the
in
end.
his home race. Go on, Yuki.
Lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them.
I will say
And,
Yuki's been doing
excited
well
to
in
see
this
what more
save,
they can do in future races.
which is good, especially because in real life he's not
It's
doing
time to
great
bring
in that
out
Red
the
Bull.
bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. But there can only be one on the top step. Your number 1, Max Verstappen.
I think is that Yuki's first podium in his career, I wonder? I feel like it has to be, right? Obviously not Max or Lando's first podium, but I think it was Yuki's.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Okay, but yeah. I mean, Lando did a one-stop, so did Oscar, so both McLarens managed to pull off a one-stop. Okay. Esteban Ocon made up to 8th from P13. Nico Hulkenberg from 19th up to 12th. That's a pretty good day for him, actually. But yeah, there's us in P18. Colapinto, I mean, again, I said it earlier, he's been really quite disappointing so far. There is a serious chance that we don't re-sign him next season. He hasn't been performing very well. But anyway, regardless of that, that is the end of this episode. I mean, who knows how long this will be. I've been recording for just under 2 hours now. But I mean, obviously a bunch of this race is going to be cut because nothing happened in it. But yeah, regardless of that, thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, then do that and hit subscribe as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.